August 13th, 2017. Oh, I just want to thank you. I just want to thank God and give honor to the Most High, for He is worthy to be praised. So, I was meditating, talking to the Father, and listening to some gospel music, and God is so awesome. He is so awesome. You know, the church has been binding spirits, binding demon spirits, and things like that. And it's like, it's 2017, and that's been being done since Jesus, when Jesus came. So, do we think that's all God is? That He would make human beings to do the same thing for generations to generations? You know, and God is God. You know, He can do whatever He wants, so I guess He can do all these things generation to generation. But see, we're in a season now where it's on you. When you stand alone and you stand by yourself in what you do for God, what would He say? Are you loving the unlovable, being compassionate, being silent when you don't have nice things to say, or when you want to, you know, be yourself? You know what I mean? Like, if you stand alone, what will the Father say? Are you doing your job? Because we're beyond binding and binding and tying things up. We're beyond it. We're beyond the church requirement. We're beyond the church. We're beyond the four walls. I mean, it's about you and what you bring to the table for God. What does your obedience look like? It's not. We're beyond. We're done with judging. Judgment is over. The church has to stop judging. We're not here to judge people. Jesus didn't even come here to judge. He came to save. You know, so there's only one judge. And so instead of judging other people's lives and their lifestyles and what they do and what they don't do and what you think they should do and what, you know what I mean, what you don't like what they're doing, you know what I mean, like that's all judgment, you know. You have to look at people from a different lens, from a different scope, especially the people that you're around. You're supposed to be a light. Everybody is supposed to be a light. That's the end result, is being, you know, if you love God, you know, if people, whoever has a relationship with God, because over here it's relationship over religion. Over here, you know, it's about relationship, and that's it. You know, so we have to stop judging each other and just start loving each other. It's not hard, and really, when you begin to fall into a deeper relationship with the Father, and commune with Him on a regular, when you meditate and when you read His Word, and when you just talk to Him about, you know, in every single thing, you know, when you begin to go to Him first, you know, it's different. It's different. But the Father says now, just come to me, you know, just love me, and I'll show you how to love. I'll show you how, you know, I made you. I made you. Stitched you together. I did it from dust. I predestined your path. Me, God, the Father, predestined the path. So there's nothing that He can't do and that He can't get you through. But in this season, everything that was labored for, binding all these spirits, they bound. They're done. They're gone. You know, what stands between you and God is yourself. Your soul stands between the Spirit and the Father. And it is the soul. The soul is what's enmity against the Father. The soul is what we were birthed into. It's a soul thing. It's not about the flesh and what people pose as the flesh. It's what we do in the flesh matters. What we do in the flesh matters. But it's not who we're contending with. Our soul and our spirit. It was that battle. But the soul lost. The soul always loses when your spirit elevates. In God only, though. In the Father. Can you even find elevation? But once it elevates, nothing can stop you. You know, but it is a process. It's a process. And everything that you hate, God will throw at you. Everything that you hate. And you think that it's unfair, and you think that it's hard, and you just, it's always something. It's always something. But it's so rewarding because, you know, what we do in the flesh, we reap still. So, you know, the things that we've done in the judgment, you know, it does come back on us. And you do have to, you know, go through the process of weaning out that, you know, weaning out what we had reaped, you know, and then we resow, you know, we resow the love and the godliness and the positivity and everything that is God, and that's what we reap. But God has to shake you. He has to sift you. And yeah, it hurts, it sucks, it's unfair. It feels like sometimes, you know, you think it's the devil, but the devil has no power. The devil has zero. We have more power than the devil. The devil has zero power. Only what we give him. And when you don't give him nothing, he has nothing. And it's that simple. And so, like, in the time that I'm in, the season that I'm in, I see that, you know, completely. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. That God excuse me. Oh man, when I think about where God has brought me from and how merciful and fair he is, and there are never tears of sadness. It's always tears of joy because, man, all your life you're judged and you know, let people pass judgment and you grow up like that. And, you know, I know that it's the way that God, you know, does things and hides things from us. But when you realize that only he can judge you, and that doesn't matter what anybody says or anybody thinks, and no one can stop you from having a relationship with him. No one can stop you when you just seek him. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter how you're living. Like, the church has put a block, you know, religion has put a block, and it's time to tear it down. That wall is coming down, because it's not hard, like, to have a relationship. And, like, when you get to know him and his characteristics and how fair God is and how he just wants to give you what you ask for, like, he just wants to give you the desires of your heart, and you don't even know what they are until like, you get in him. Like, you don't know what you want until you start communing with the Father and conversing with him. Like, you don't know, but when you see it, you know that that's been deep hidden in you, like victories in your family, you know, like seeing them grow. Like, such a dysfunctional family that usually is divided and everyone's always fighting. Like, no one's fighting. Everybody's, like, loving each other. And even though we're not perfect, like, we're not looking at how they're living, like, we're just loving like we used to, how it used to be. And I'm realizing that in God, man, when my mom was in God and she had such a relationship with him, like, it was different. And we're beginning to go back to that. But God, like, his rawness, like him for real, because he's coming back. Like, the Father is coming back, and we are only in control of ourselves. You know, we cannot control anybody else. We can't try to fucking piggyback people, because you know, it's because God already has it worked out. So like, when you line up that problem that you want it fixed, he'll fix it, but you gotta obey him. And you know, you have to get through. You know, you just have to get through, but obedience is first, and going with your first thought. You know, your first thought is always God the Father, and your second thought is always yourself. It's a soul, and it's a spirit and soul thing. It's a spirit and soul thing. You know, we're not wrestling with our flesh, we're wrestling with our spirit and our soul. The spirit wins, though. It wins. That's where we're at. It's all, you know, God is just waiting. God is just waiting. His hand is out. Just talk to him. But these aren't tears of sadness. They're just joy, because, man, I have been through so much, and I'm going through so much. You know what I mean? But God is so awesome, and he's so fair. And he's just wonderful, man. And like, but it's on you. It's on you. You know, it's on you. And see, I'm a messenger. You know, all glory to the Father. I'm just a messenger. But that's where we're at. It's not no magic show. No, I have to get right. You are right, but you're right in God, and all he is just a chit chat away. You know, I sit here in this little closet outside my house, this tiny little closet, meditating a lot, but you know, I do what the Father tells me. I usually don't like. Anyway, I hope I encourage somebody, because it's like, he's right there. He is right there, and it's us, it's you, it's us, it's you. You have to live for God. God comes first before your mom, dad, kids. God is first before anybody in your life. He's first. And when you put him first and you put him on that pedestal, things get done on your behalf. And he's so easy, and he's really gentle. It's really simple. It's just, it's as simple as I'm saying it. Just talk to God. Talk to the Father. Pour yourself out to him. And we're in a new season. What are you doing? What are you doing? Not what's everybody else doing, who's stopping you from doing what you need to do. Like, what are you doing? Nothing can stop you but yourself. Nothing can stop you but yourself. Not no one, not no one's feelings, nobody, no one. Only you. So, what's stopping you? Just you. So, I encourage you guys, talk to the Father. I love you all. I'm not feeling good, but, you know, I haven't been feeling good, but, you know, just even right now, but through it all, like, there's so many victories. Like, just things look so down right now, but, like, I'm so up, though. So, I encourage you. Like I tell people, when I ain't good, I'm good. So when you ain't good, you good, man. Just about the way you look at it. Because even when you down, you're up, and you gotta be up always. So when you're all the way up, you continue to elevate, you continue to grow. You know, the more you stay up, the more higher you get. When God keeps elevating you, just don't lose the negativity. Change your mind. Lose the negativity. That's the only power that the enemy has, is that negativity. Lose it, and you won. Patience and trust, though. Patience and trust. When you master those, you've mastered the course. But just, it's tough. But I encourage you, man. It's rewarding. God bless you guys. Relationship over religion. Beni-V signing out. Have a good day.